Hello everyone and welcome to Sinful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the grey. Today's video we're going to talk start collecting Warhammer 40,000, and today we're going to take a look at the Space Marines Spearhead Force Battle Force box set that came out not too long ago. Now, if you did struggle to pick up one of these box sets, I really do strongly recommend going in store to check out whether you can still pick one up. They are generally available for quite a while and generally sit on store shelves for quite a while, as well as most people seem to order them online. To put into context, I went and picked up the Adeptus Mechanicus one from last year, only a couple of months ago from in-store, and they had other ones of that season's Battle Forces as well still on a shelf, so you can definitely go find these in the wild. But with that said, in this video we're going to look at Blood Angels in particular, using this box set as our core. We're going to look at some other units we can bring in on top of this box set, talk about all the units from this box set and the other boxes we talk about, and then finally finish off the video with a little sample 1000 point armor list to hopefully give you some inspiration for starting your own force of the Blood Angels using the Spearhead Force box set in Warhammer 40,000. And so, to begin with, first of all, this box set is led by a captain with Jump Pack, a brand new miniature which looks absolutely amazing. The captain with Jump Pack has a couple of main different weapon loadouts. You can either choose to go with the Relic Shield and Thunderhammer. This will give the model an extra wound and a pretty solid close combat weapon in the Thunderhammer, or you can go for having one of the other melee weapon options, either the Chainsword, Power Sword, Power Weapon, or the Power Fist, and a pistol weapon option of either a hand flamer, heavy bolt pistol, or plasma pistol in there. Now, the options with this, you obviously are going to get more attacks with all the other weapon options than the Thunderhammer, though the Thunderhammer does bring devastating wounds to the table and a nice solid strength 8 at rend -2 and damage 2. On top of that as well, you've got Angel's Wrath, where the model can add 1 to the strength of units when they charge. This stacks with the Blood Angels' own unique right of war, their own unique detachment, which is going to allow them to play +1 to strength and attacks when they charge as well, so really does benefit them nicely. Rights of Battle still there like all Space Marine captains, meaning this model and its unit indeed can have a command used on them for 0 CP, even if that command's been used by another model in your force that turn. Now, moving on from this, we then get 15 Assault Intercessors with Jump Packs. Now, Assault Intercessors with Jump Packs are really nice. They have brought, a brand new bunch of models to the Force that are going to just allow you to have some very fast moving, hard hitting units. Now, Assault Intercessors with Jump Packs, they are going to have the option for 1 in every 5 models to have a plasma pistol attached to them, and the Sergeant on top of this can have a plasma pistol as well, along with a combat weapon of like a Power Sword or Power Fist. This does give them some decent combat potential, but also can give them some good medium sort of vehicle hitting potential or heavy infantry hitting potential with those plasma pistols. Their big rule is the fact that when they charge, they can potentially deal some mortal wounds to enemies. You get 15 in this box set, so this means you could build 3 units of 5, or 1 unit of 10 and 1 unit of 5. For me, I like the unit of 10 joining the captain, as this means the most models are going to benefit from his special ability. Now, we then get 3 Outriders as well, another fast moving unit for the Force. They don't have too many upgrades to speak of, but the big thing here is that they are fast moving and they have the Turbo Boost ability, which means anytime the unit advances, they'll always move 6 inch on top of their regular movement. Lastly, the Invader ATV. Now, this model has 2 main weapon options, either the Onslaught Gatling Cannon, which is a lower strength weapon but does provide you with devastating wounds, or you can go with the Multi-Melter, which is a much better tank hunting weapon for the Force. Today's video is brought to you by Gap Games, a fantastic retailer in Australia for a variety of different miniature war games. If you'd like to help support the channel, we have an affiliate link where by clicking on and purchasing, you'll help support the channel, but you'll also help support Gap Games, which is a fantastic servant to the community. And so, moving on to where to look to next. Now, I should say, before we go into this slide and start talking about all the units, you can actually pick up a box set that will include all these units, and that is the Blood Angels Battle Force. So really cool, you're going to get 5 Intercessors, 5 Infiltrators or Incursors, the 3 Aggressors, an Impulsor, and a Librarian all in that box set. This is a great way to add nice and cheaply and cost effectively to your initial purchase with the Spearhead Force box set, and it does complement it nicely, giving you some alternate unit options but also some more combat push as well. Now, to start with, first of all, we have the Librarian. This is a Space Marine Psycho model. This is going to be able to provides you with some cool, unique sort of buffs that only this model is going to get and bring to your force. Now the big one here is Mental Fortress. While this model is leading a unit has a 4+ invulnerable save, which is really cool, and the Psychic Hood also means you get a 4+ Feel No Pain ability against any psychic attacks as well. You've got the option for a nice Devastating Wounds psychic attack, which is your Focused Witchfire, which is D6 attacks at a 3+ to hit, strength 6, -2 AP and damage D3, so it can do quite a decent amount of damage at range. Your force weapon is a psychic weapon in melee as well, with strength 6, -1 AP and damage D3 as well. Now, this model can also lead a variety of different units from your Assault Intercessor squads, Desolation squads, Devastators, Hellblasters, Inferno squads, Intercessor squads, Sternguard veterans, and Tactical squads as well. Now, moving on, we then have the first of our battle line units to talk about, and this is the Intercessor Squad. Intercessors are your standard sort of Primaris Marines. They're armed with their basic sort of bolt rifles, which are assault and heavy weapons at a 24-inch range, with 2 attacks each, a ballistic skill of 3+, strength 4, -1 AP, and damage 1. You can also, for every 5 models in the unit, grab a Astartes grenade launcher, which gives you just a little bit more versatility in what you want to do. And then your sergeant can also be equipped with a plasma pistol, hand flamer, or can go with some of the combat weapon options like power fists as well. Their big rule, though, for the Intercessors is going to be the objective secured, where when they control an objective, they will keep it under your control, even if they move off until your opponent manages to take it off you. Now the next kit we're talking about is the Incursors and Infiltrators. They are a dual kit out of the same current kit, and we've got 2 options. So first of all, we have the Incursors. Incursors are a really interesting unit. They're going to provide us with, one of the 2 sort of stealthy options in their Phobos armor. It's really what we're looking at with these 2 particular types of units available to us. Now, Incursors have the Oculus Bolt Carbines, they ignore cover and assault weapons, and they've also got paired combat blades for sustained hits at strength 4, no AP in combat. Scout 6-inch is nice on them, and the multi-spectrum array means in your shooting phase after this unit's shot, you can select an enemy unit that was hit by one or more attacks made by this unit, and each time a friendly other Adept Astartes unit makes an attack against that enemy unit, you can get +1 to hit. Now, meanwhile, the other option for this is the Infiltrator Squad, and as the name might suggest, the Infiltrator Squad is all about infiltrating. You're going to have the Infiltrator's core rule, but you've also got Omni Scramblers to stop reserves being set up near them, which is cool. You've got Marksman Bolt Carbines, which are heavy weapons, and you've got your close combat weapons there as well. Speaking of close combat weapons, we then have the Primaris Aggressors. These are a really heavy assault unit. They have 2 main weapon loadouts, either going with the Flamestorm Gauntlets, which are going to give you some Ignores Cover Torrent between linked weapons, which is really nice, or you can go with the Auto Boltstorm Gauntlets and the Fragstorm Grenade Launchers on them as well. Close Quarters Firepower means the unit will always increase their AP if they're shooting against the closest target as well. In melee, they're even nicer because they do count as having twin power fists, giving you that strength 8 -2 AP damage 2, but importantly with re-rolls to wounds. Lastly, we have the Impulsor. This is your standard sort of Primaris Marines vehicle. You can carry up to 6 Primaris Marines. Great for, say, your Intercessors here and the Librarian joining them, traveling around the battlefield, or indeed, maybe even your Incursors, if that's what you've gone with. Another good option for it as well. And so here we have our sample army list for you using the Sons of Sanguinius detachment. This allows us each time an Adept Astartes unit from your army is selected to fight, if they made a charge, they get +1 strength and +1 attack. Pretty sweet, especially considering all the assault marines here. Now, we have then gone for our captain with Jump Pack. He's going to take the Archangel's Shard. This is just a pretty cool artifact to fill out some of the last points. What this does is gives him Anti-Chaos 5+, which is actually pretty decent because there's quite a few Chaos armies out there. But you also gain Lance as well, which is nice. This is going to save you some CP on him because he's going to get Lance and not have to spend it on some of the other abilities we need to get it. Now, we then have the other character in there being the Librarian with the Artisan of War upgrade as well. This is going to give the character's weapons by 1 extra AP, and they're also going to have a save characteristic of 2+, which is nice. Battleline wise, we've got the Intercessor Squad with the Astartes Grenade Launcher, Power Fist on the Sergeant, and then we have the Aggressor Squad with Flamestorm Gauntlets. 2 Assault Squads with Jump Packs in there, 1 of 5 models, 1 of 10 models, as many Plasma Pistols as we can possibly fit, and a Power Fist on both of those Sergeants. We then have an Infiltrator Squad with Helix Gauntlet and Infiltrator Comms Array. For our mounted units, we've got an Invader ATV with Multi-Melter, an Outrider Squad, and then we have the Impulsor with 2 Fragstorm Grenade Launchers, Iron Hail Heavy Stubber, and the Shield Dome for some extra protection. If you've got some ideas on where you would go for your Blood Angels after this, let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. And so, that's the end of the video. We hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and drop a comment down below, letting us know what you enjoyed about the video. If you'd like to come chat more with me and other members of our great little community here, we have a Discord server linked down in the video's description, and also linked down there are the best ways to help support the channel as well. Our Patreon and YouTube members down there are fantastic ways to help support the channel, and if you'd like to get a shout out like all these people, you can go and join up today. So with that said, we'd like to give a shout out to all our Patreon and YouTube members. So thank you to our Patreons: Rob B, Broken Chef, Andy C, Grimscold, Colorblind Magic, Benjamin Swallows, James Cater, Mark Harvey, Domir, Average Wargamer, Q Damac, Andrew Bowen, Outer and Shot First, Kenny Lowe and Soren, and to our YouTube members: Green Roots Gaming, Ronya, Lock Lorick, Broken Chef, Ariana Edwards, James Tillman, Disco, John Castle, and Gargamel196. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe everyone, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the grey. Ciao for now.